Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So skip out the long intro. I am going to be basically today doing not only one but two product reviews, and this is going to be the Revolution Fast Based Foundation and the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. The reason why I'm putting these two in the same video is because these are supposed to go together, and I just want to test out, one, how the products are going to work individually, and two, if they actually work together or not. So without further ado, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you do stick around until the end. Let's just get straight on with the video. Okay, so as you can see, I've already got my eyebrows done and I've got a little bit of eyeshadow done. I'm just going to literally go straight on with it. So the shade that I got is F1. I think it's the lightest shade. Yeah, I have used it in my 5-minute makeup challenge and it seemed to work well then, but I just want to go into it in more depth now. So yeah, I've used it a bit already, but the product looks like this. I've never ever had a stick foundation before, so I'm a bit curious. So if you see me looking here or up here, it's because I have my mirrors there. So far it feels creamy, smooth. The shade looks like it's gonna match. Let's just hopefully it works well. Honestly, this foundation is not expensive at all. You can get them in Superdrug, you can get it online at revolution.com, or there's another website but I've literally completely forgot. I will leave it in the description below. I'll leave the websites in the description below if you are interested in getting anything from Revolution, or in particular this foundation or concealer. I do know that it was raved on about for so long, and I tried to get my hands on it but it was always sold out. Okay, so far I've noticed that the foundation is really creamy. However, it kind of dries down on your skin really dry, and it kind of, you can feel like that there's something on your face. That all depends if you like that type of foundation or not. However, it has covered up my blemishes, so that's one good thing about the foundation. I guess you'll always get pros and cons with each product that you try, but I wouldn't probably recommend applying this foundation with a brush either, because it does leave it very streaky. I've never had a problem with my brush before with any other foundation, so I do think that it's because of the type of foundation it is, maybe. I think you do have to work fast with it, so if you are a little bit slower at applying your makeup like me, then I would suggest doing sections of your face first, but I'm just trying to blend it all out with a Real Techniques sponge, and so far it seems to be helping. Okay, so that seems to help a little bit, but what I'm noticing is that it's covering up my blemishes, but it's kind of drying onto them. So it's, as much as it's like covering it, it's kind of highlighting where your blemishes are. Yeah, I'm not too sure on it just yet. The shade is really good. I don't know, because it's dried down on my skin so much, it kind of is like a little bit patchy and separating, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply the concealer. I also got in the shade C1. Hopefully this works a little bit better. I know that C1 isn't the lightest shade in the concealer, but it was at the time when I purchased it. They have released a few more shades. This concealer is, I think, supposed to be full coverage, and so far it's really creamy and soothing to apply. So I'm just going to apply it under my eyes. I normally do it on my forehead, nose and chin, but I'm just going to focus it under the eyes for today. So now what I'm going to do is just start blending it out. It blends out really fast and really well. It kind of like just melts away, which is nice. I think one thing that I struggle with is when I find a foundation and a concealer that that works well, it's then finding like a setting powder to go on top that works well with the foundation and concealer. Comment down below if you struggle with that as well. Okay, so that is all blended out. I kind of don't know how I feel about it because there is some dry patches and it's kind of separating. So I'm not too sure if it's the foundation that's doing that or the concealer. But in this case scenario, I wouldn't necessarily want to work with the foundation and the concealer together again, just because of the fact that they're supposed to work together well, yet it's drying and separating like around my nose area, my cheeks. I can definitely see it more on my nose than anywhere, but I don't know if that's because of the foundation or the concealer. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It might not work for my skin type. I do have oily skin, acne prone, sensitive skin, but yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and set it with the Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose powder, and hopefully that will sort it out a bit. It really does feel like dry on my skin, which I'm not really a fan of. I like matte finishes, but the fact that it feels really dry, it's kind of uncomfortable. Okay, so now that I've kind of applied the rest of my makeup onto my base, on top of my base, the rest of the makeup has applied nicely. The foundation or the concealer hasn't affected the way that the rest of my makeup would normally work. I would say that like the rest of my makeup has covered them dry patches and kind of saved the foundation, if that makes any sense. I probably wouldn't go and use this foundation on a daily basis, maybe when I'm in a rush or something, but it's definitely not my go-to foundation. As for the concealer, I'm not too sure like whether it's the concealer that's drying up or if it's the foundation, but when I was applying the foundation it did feel really dry on the skin. Other than that, yeah, all I can say is if you are looking for an affordable foundation or concealer, these work really well. They are really good quality for the price. I think the foundation is like £5 and the concealer is £4, but I will leave all that information in the description below. So yeah, like I said, it probably won't be my go-to foundation and concealer, but it's definitely one to have in the collection. I think it'd be good for like traveling or on the go if you're in a rush. Yeah, you can make it work. So yeah. And finally, I'd like to say a huge thank you to you all for clicking on this video. It really does mean a lot to me. If you are new around here, I hope you do consider subscribing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got many more reviewing videos to come of makeup, skincare, and I would like to do like a couple more challenges. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.